Hey everyone, it's Alexander Robinson. Welcome to the channel. So on this travel day, I'll be flying out of Los Angeles on Southwest Airlines. This is the first time I've flown out of Southwest in over a decade, and based on the feedback I got on my Spirit Airlines video, it seems like some people prefer Spirit over Southwest. So I'm gonna see if that reputation precedes it, or if it's actually better than people give it credit for. So without further ado, let's get this trip started. Good morning everyone, I'm at LAX. It is 7:45 in the morning and I'm about to head off to a personal vacation. However, I'm flying out of Southwest Airlines, and based on some of the feedback that I got in my Spirit video, whether it be in the YouTube comments or in my actual life, people seem to prefer Spirit to Southwest, with my dad saying that he avoids Southwest Airlines like it's the plague. So it actually got me curious to see if Southwest is better or worse than Spirit, because I didn't have a bad time on Spirit Airlines. There's things that they could definitely improve on, but overall it wasn't a bad experience. It's been over a decade since I last flew on Southwest Airlines, so I don't know what's changed or how their reputation is, and I'm actually about to be boarding soon, so I will hop on the plane and see you guys on the other side. But before that, I just want to say that unlike Spirit Airlines, I can actually bring a carry-on bag in addition to my personal bag, so Southwest for the win. #1 airline for economy class customer satisfaction. 3 years in a row. That's hopeful. Now the seats actually look bigger and more comfy than on Spirit, and there's no like piece of plastic, like cheap plastic, that's holding up the pamphlets. So that's another win for Southwest. One interesting thing about Southwest is that it's open seating, so whatever seat you find, if it's empty, it's first come, first serve. So I was able to nab a window seat here, and that's interesting. I don't remember that being a thing, but then again, I remember a time when movie theaters were first come, first serve. Just find a seat and sit there. Alright, it is time to get out of Los Angeles for the weekend. Going back?
Flight attendants disarm and cross-check doors. Alright, we're not in Phoenix yet, y'all. It wasn't that quick.
Okay, folks, make your attention a second. Your captain speaking. Sorry about this. Just a little bit of a detour. We had a passenger become ill at the last second. And, you know, if it was one of y'all, I would take care of you just the same. So we want to make sure she's okay. The upside is they always schedule a little bit extra time between LA and Phoenix because it's LA. And so between that and you got the 18 today. We'll be pretty close to on time at Phoenix. So thank you very much for your patience. I appreciate it. And my stand-up dad joke, if you got to yell at somebody because you're frustrated, please don't yell at the flight attendants. You can yell at me. I'm married. I can take it. Thank you very much.
Okay, so a guest had to get off the plane, which is why we haven't left yet, and we should be out of here soon. This is not something that is Southwest's fault, so a little inconvenient, especially since I have a connecting flight in Phoenix. I just hope I make that connecting flight on time. It's been at least 30 minutes and we're still here.
We're ready to go. You're ready to go. Computer's not letting us go. Trying to get that straightened out, that we should be out of here shortly. I do apologize. You know how computers help us out sometimes, right? So they're trying to get that straightened out, then we'll be out of here. Thank you very much.
So great news, the boarding door is closed again. Everyone needs to be in a seat with their seatbelts fastened in order for us to push back from the gate. Also, if you...
And now we are out of here. Finally.
your tray tables, your seat backs to the forward frame lock position. Your flight attendants are coming through the cabin one final time to pick up any remaining service items and any other items you would like to discard.
Alright, so that flight was just less than an hour, even with that hour-long delay. And I think I won't have any issue making my connecting flight. So, not a good start, but things are good so far.
Thank you guys for doing that. We appreciate you.
Alright, we finally pulled in at the gate. It's currently 10:32. My connecting flight leaves at 11:05. No problem. Just gotta wait for everyone to get off first. Thank you, you too. That unfortunate delay aside, I'm now in Phoenix and I have to head to gate C19. I'm currently in the D section for my transfer flight to Albuquerque. Right now I think it's easier to just run than go on the moving walkways because my flight is boarding right now. Almost there. Got tired of running, so now I'm actually on the moving walkway. I think my plane's on the other side of that building. Made it. Oh, that was close. Another empty row. Another window seat. Ow. Ran into one of these. But we're good. We're all good. So this plane is slightly different because we have outlets to charge phones and electronic devices. There's a blue light running down the sides of the plane. The seats look wider. And I've got this whole row to myself, so that's awesome. So the first flight here obviously had a rough start because of that hour-long delay, but the flight itself wasn't too bad. They were serving snacks and drinks, but I passed on it that time. And now this flight, hopefully we get a better start to this. So not a good first impression of Southwest Airlines having come back to it after over a decade. But let's see how this flight holds up, and let's see how the last two hold up, because my final stop is Albuquerque, but I'm taking Southwest back from Albuquerque to LA, and I have a connecting flight there as well. So I've got 4 opportunities to showcase what Southwest is like. So the plane is currently about to take off, but nobody's opening these windows because it is too hot out there. So you're just gonna have to take my word for it. All right, we are now taking off. Need proof?
Weather in Albuquerque showing to the north, there's cloudy skies, temperature right now, it's cool 79 degrees. So the sun is coming out. So if you're on the map, we do ask you to turn your seat, seated with your seatbelt fastened for your safety. Currently just 100 miles from the Albuquerque airport, which is about another 20 minutes of flying time. Thanks for flying with us. Have a great day.
Well, that was short-lived.
Have a great day.
Thank you, you too.
Bye-bye.
So that second flight, it was slightly better than the first one, except when we got toward the end, because descending into Albuquerque, it got really bumpy. and I nearly wanted to vomit as soon as we landed. I don't know if the heat really helped in that aspect, but I feel fine now, didn't puke. Now I'm gonna go on my personal vacation, and I will be back to do the last 2 Southwest Airlines flights as I head back to LA. I'll see you guys then. Alright, I am back at the Albuquerque airport, and before we head on home, I just want to briefly go over how my first 2 flights were. Before that delay in Los Angeles, I was actually really impressed with the flight crew. They were really funny, they were entertaining the guests on board, and during the safety spiel, they said things like, in case of a water landing, make sure you tug on those flotation devices so sharks can find you easier. And with the oxygen masks, they went to release the flow of nitrogen. And that was funny. And then when we landed in Phoenix, one of the flight attendants went, make sure to gather all your personal belongings because the next day they're gonna be on eBay. So that was really funny. A nice final joke after a very long delay. And then obviously I had to rush through the Phoenix airport to catch my next flight, which didn't last very long because I tried to sleep since I had the whole road to myself, but as I was getting my shut-eye and filming that little bit earlier, they said we're starting our descent into Albuquerque. And the flight crew wasn't as funny, although one of them did mention, I apologize, I haven't had my coffee this morning, and that got a chuckle out of me. But the landing though, getting into Albuquerque, I felt like I wanted to vomit because it was so bumpy, and I think in my history of flying, I always remember getting sick on Southwest. So let's see what happens on this flight, which by the way, it's not gonna be 2 flights going back. It's actually gonna be 1 because my original flight to Las Vegas got delayed by an hour. So they rescheduled me for an earlier flight, which means I'm going straight into Los Angeles. So that's great. Before I head through security, I just noticed this collection of model airplanes showing off the aviation history of Albuquerque. Pretty cool stuff. I actually didn't notice this when I arrived a couple days ago. There's the good old F-14 from Top Gun right there.
Passengers and visitors in the airport terminal are reminded not to leave baggage or packages unattended at any time. Unattended items will be removed by airport police. Thank you for your cooperation.
I guess this down here is the Southwest floor. That's the original plane I remember. That like puke yellow green look with the black nose at the end. And then the Shamu variant right here. I think I've only seen that one in person one time. But that was the plane I remember growing up. Made it through security, no problem at all, but unfortunately I made it to my gate with some bad news. My plane got delayed again. I was supposed to leave at 7:25, and now the plane got delayed to 7:30. But you know what, if that's the worst thing that could ever happen on this flight, then I'll take that as a win. And again, straight into Los Angeles is even better.
Once outside the aircraft, pull down the red tab to inflate the vest. To manually inflate, blow into the tube at your shoulder. Your life vest has a light that turns on automatically in the water. Please refer to the safety information card for the use of.
So this plane here is pretty much the same plane I took out of Los Angeles. No outlets to charge your phone, no blue lights on the side, but that first flight was not too bad except for the delay. We're about to take off right now. So let's do this. About an hour into the flight. I've got water right over here. And my switch out with Red Dead Redemption. So this flight's going pretty well. So we got an update a while ago that we're about 20-25 minutes away from Los Angeles, and I'm wondering if that's when I'm going to start getting queasy when we're landing, because it's a little bumpy. me right now.
To make our final descent into Los Angeles, we do ask that you raise those seat backs and tray tables to the full upright and locked position. Ensure all carry-on items, including larger portable electronic devices such as laptops, purses, backpacks, briefcases, they must all be powered off and stowed at this time. We do ask that you raise those seat backs, tray tables to the full upright and locked position.
Well, I can't right now.
Coming by one final time to
And there is downtown Los Angeles, right up there in the distance. And there is SoFi Stadium. We are almost touching down. Was an aggressive landing.
On behalf of this flight crew at Southwest Airlines, welcome to Los Angeles.
So even though we landed in Los Angeles, we are actually on the wrong side of the airport for Southwest to park. So I think we're gonna loop around Tom Bradley. Yep, that is very much what's happening right now.
But the good news is I'm not queasy at all, so I feel great.
Okay, there's the other side of Tom Bradley. And now we just need to wait for our own terminal. And with that, we are officially here. Perfect timing.
Thank you. Have a good night. Alright, back in LA. I'll report back on my overall experience when I get back home. So I'll see you guys there. I'm back at the apartment. I had to shower. I have a fan going on because it is still super hot here in Los Angeles. Hopefully by the time this video comes out, that will have changed. But anyway, Southwest. I'm just gonna cut right to the chase. This is better than Spirit. Okay, everyone, so I am back. I had to shower, just kind of freshen up. It is still super hot here in Los Angeles, which is why I have a fan going. But Southwest Airlines, I'm gonna cut right to the chase. It's better than Spirit. And that's not me trying to intentionally put down Spirit Airlines, because like I said in my video a couple months back, I don't think they're as bad as people made them out to be. They're a fine airline for traveling halfway across the country, and if you need to get somewhere like that. But there's a lot that they need to work on. Like the seats are very stiff, they're very small, and when I left San Antonio that time, they did a gate change, but didn't bother to update any of the monitors to show all of the flights. So there's a lot that Spirit needs to work on. With Southwest, I will admit that my flight going out of Los Angeles had a bit of a bump because of that major 1-hour delay. And on my second flight, landing in Albuquerque, I nearly wanted to vomit. And it was not a good feeling at all. But this flight coming back to Los Angeles was very relaxing. I didn't feel queasy at all. It was a smooth flight. Yeah, the flight attendants weren't as funny as the first set when I left Los Angeles, but they were still really nice. And being able to get drinks and snacks rather than having to pay for them is a plus. And also, again, bringing carry-on luggage is also a plus. So yeah, Southwest Airlines, it wouldn't be my first choice, but I would take it over Spirit any day. I think it is definitely a better airline, but Spirit, again, is not awful. They just need some improvements. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't expect any more airline review videos like this. The only reason I did Spirit was because I'd never flown it up until then, so I was super curious how that airline actually was. And the only reason I did Southwest is because I got a lot of feedback saying people would prefer Spirit over Southwest. So I won't be doing any more videos like this, and I honestly don't see myself getting on a plane at least until May. I won't say anything beyond that, but May is probably when I'll be hopping on an airplane again. We are in the Halloween season. Halloween Horror Nights has officially kicked off in both Hollywood and Orlando, so look forward to some HHN videos in the future. But until next time, let me know what you guys think about Southwest Airlines. Whatever your opinion is of it, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell button to get notifications. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Letterboxd, Threads, and my movie and TV review channel right here on YouTube. I'll see you guys in the next video, but until then, have a good day, Take care and safe travels.